Similar to number 27 on the review, we're going to sketch the graph of the rational function including all the asymptotes. Okay, we'll start off by finding the vertical asymptote VA. And again, to do that, we're going to set the denominator equal to 0. So x minus 2 equal to 0. Add the 2 over, x equals 2 would be our vertical asymptote. To find the horizontal asymptote, we're going to look at our powers of x and leading coefficients. You see here that the powers on top and bottom are the same. So what we can do is divide the leading coefficients. And y equals, those numbers will be our horizontal asymptote. So y equals 3 divided by 1, or y equals 3, is our horizontal asymptote. Now we'll find our intercepts, starting with the x-intercept. As always, to find the x-intercept, set y or f of x equal to 0. In this case, it's going to be 0 equals 3x minus 5 all over x minus 2. To solve this for x, we're going to clear out the denominator by multiplying both sides by x minus 2. That allows us to cross this out entirely. This side is still going to be a 0 since it's 0 times anything is 0. So we have 0 equals 3x minus 5. We'll add the 5 over. We'll have 3x equals 5. Now we'll divide the 3 to both sides, and we'll have x equals 5 over 3. So that tells us our x-intercept is the point 5/3, 0. Or, if we want to get a decimal number for that as we go about plotting, that would be approximately 1.7 as a decimal. Now we're going to find the last one, the y-intercept. And again, to do this one, we plug in 0 for x. So we just put f of 0. That's going to be equal to 3 times 0 minus 5 over 0 minus 2. That would be 0 minus 5 over 0 minus 2, or negative 5 divided by negative 2. Negative over negative makes that positive 5 over 2. So our y-intercept is the point 0, 5 over 2, or as a decimal that would be 2.5. Alright, now we have what we need to draw a graph of this one. We start by setting up our vertical and horizontal asymptotes. Our vertical asymptote was again at positive 2, x equals positive 2. So it looks just like this here. Our horizontal asymptote was at positive 3, y equals positive 3. So it looks like this. Alright, and then our intercepts, x-intercept was at 1.7, so it's going to be somewhere right around here. Our y-intercept was 2.5, so it'll have to be somewhere up in here. Now our graph has to come in from this intercept really close but not touching this intercept, coming down through from that asymptote, real close to the asymptote, coming down through our intercepts and heading off and getting real close but not touching the other asymptote. Alright, and so that's the first part. Now in class I showed you how to do extra points here, but basically if you want to do this without having to plot any more points, if one curve goes one way, then up here on the other side the other curve points the other way. So you can make this curve go down through your intercepts next to your asymptotes, and then draw another curve going the other direction next to the other asymptotes. And that completes the full graph, drawing both of these curves like this. That'll be all that you need to do.